The Carling knockout semi-finals take place this weekend with one match scheduled today, another one tomorrow, both at 3 p.m. though. The first game will be that of Orlando Pirates and Richards Bay at Moses Mabhida. And then tomorrow, Lamontville Golden Arrows will take on Marumo Gallants. So to talk more about this, we're joined by sports analysts, former footballers, Sibusiso, Vilakazi, as well as Keagan, Buchanan. Gents, thank you so much for joining us. We know that this is a tournament that has been characterized as the tournament of the underdogs. But Magesi FC are out. Orlando Pirates making sure that is the situation. So Ronnie Grobler and his Chargers, Richards Bay, come in as the underdogs. And even though perhaps they're not performing the way they want to in the Betway Premiership, you know, you can't rule them out altogether. So Sibusiso, I'm going to start with you. His quote, in fact, I'm going to look at the quote that he mentioned online. He said, "We beat them before and we believe that we can do it again. The players are ready for the pressure and the big stage." Do you agree with him?
Yeah, well, it's a big stage. I mean, big stage for Richards Bay. I mean, they've done thoroughly exceptional up to this far. I mean, they've been incredible. Having to win against Devon City, that comeback was amazing. Just to put themselves in this position, I think they can continue to dream. As you know, Carling Knockout is a competition and it's a cup whereby, as you have said, and you have indicated that it's for underdogs and the opportunities there for them. But also, I mean, it's not going to be a it's going to be a very tricky one, especially having to come against mighty Orlando Pirates that is very much rejuvenated now with finesse, with class and form. I mean, I say it's form that is very much combined with class. It's exciting just to watch Orlando Pirates, but I think they equally have a chance. And then I think they can continue to dream, but at the same time, as I say, it's going to be very extremely difficult coming up against Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, Keagan, if we look at Orlando Pirates, they're on a 5-match unbeaten streak. They want to cement their status as the Cup Kings. They obviously just have that air about them. They are the MTN 8 Cup holders as well. So they're used to this. They know what they're coming into. Do you think this is going to play a huge psychological advantage for them and then a disadvantage perhaps for Richards Bay?
I definitely think it will be to Orlando Pirates' advantage. I mean, they are the Cup Kings locally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Richards Bay to get past them, in my opinion. I feel as if, you know, especially winning one cup this season already, they'll be full of confidence going into this encounter. And we also know every away game for Orlando Pirates is basically a home match. So they will have the support there. But Richards Bay, I mean, they showed fight in their previous result, coming from behind to win as well. They'll be high in confidence, thinking they've got a chance. And at the end of the day, whoever wants it more in the 90 minutes, you know, obviously will win it. But I'm going to be a bit biased here, and I'm going to go with the Cup Kings. And I think Pirates will see through.
You didn't even wait for me to ask you about predictions. You went immediately into it. You're just like, yeah, this is what it's probably going to be like. And I think that's what people are tending to agree with. But if we look at the match, if we look at some of the tactical tendencies, suspensions, injuries, it doesn't look like anything's changed much on Richards Bay's side, Sibusiso. So I think it's just that their goalkeeper, Salim Mahula, is out. That's for religious observance. Have you gotten any insights or inclinations as to what's happening on the Richards Bay side? And then we'll look at the state of Orlando Pirates there.
I think the squad is fully fit. I think from my gatherings and, of course, having to look at their previous games that I've watched, I think it's going to be a very, not predictable, but I think it's going to be just a predictable back four where we have your Mgcineka and you have your Zulu and you have your Mtunga on the left-hand side and you have your right-hand side Mabuya. And, of course, the likes of the experienced Zuke in the midfield, and exciting Dule on the right-hand side, and, of course, the two experienced campaigners in front, where it's going to be your Knox Butizo, who's been incredible this far for them. I think he got a brace in the previous game. And, of course, Hango also, who I think will be instrumental in this game. And these are the kind of games where the motivation, it can reach the ceiling for the players because they know how they can reach their certain level of performances. And as a coach, I think as a coach, yes, you want to guide certain things, but I think with motivation with these kind of games, I think it's easily driven by the players. But at the same time, I mean, it's a champions game, and we urging our champion fans, as they've been vocal, especially with their perspective. It's exciting times for them to start engaging. We have exciting elements today. We have exciting elements, prizes to be won, especially, you know, I'm looking forward to the Fagiko, Luzobona, whereby the champion fan can predict the minute and the goal that is going to be scored by the team. So you have, if then you want to stand a chance of winning that prize for 90,000, you dial in *120 star 660 hash. I repeat again, star 120 660 hash. I think you stand a chance of winning an amazing prize over there. So we urge our champion fans just to engage us, especially with their voices of having to know the game.
Yeah, I suppose this is what makes it such a fun competition and entertaining competition, is how the fans can engage. Keagan, if we look at Orlando Pirates, we know that Relay was back from injury and, performed well in their last league match against Arrows. Nda and Makula are doubtful still. Have you gotten any insight? What do you think is going to be the situation in the lineup for Orlando Pirates?
I think he'll go with his trial and tested back four and his more suitable 11. I say he tends to make more changes sometimes in his midfield, where he'll take up Sipo, put Mentangela in. Obviously, having Relay back is a massive boost for them. We know he's a game winner. He's one of those players who can decide the result. But then you obviously have your Apollos and your Moremi, and Butuma would obviously maybe be looking to get one back on his old club. So that calls for an exciting game. And just to touch on all the stuff that obviously that we're doing at the Black level, the calling knocker. I mean, I know Villa said he's excited for the Faki goal who's born. I mean, I'm here for this man of the match, this guy that's going home with a 100K. And I mean, we've seen so many. And just to clarify, people, it's called the champion of the match now.
Okay.
It's not the man of the match. So I mean, I'm excited to see who will leave with that 100,000 rand.
Do you think that's a big thing? And as former players, was that something that you had, that you wanted to achieve, or was it like, I'm just here to do my job? Did you think, that 100,000 is something that I really want to get?
Nah, not really. I think as professionals, I think we're just mature. We're just mature to understand that we have a job to do. But I think it's just passion.
Yeah.
I mean, if then it happens that on the day I was very much relentless and I performed very well, then, I mean, that's a bonus. But I don't think we go with the mentality of saying 100K. I think the prize on its own, I mean, you get it towards the end. I think the most important thing is just focusing on the performance, and other things they will do itself at the end.
I totally get that. Okay, so Keagan gave us his prediction in win or lose, but not a score prediction there. But so you give me score prediction there and win or lose?
I think, I'll go with Orlando Pirates. Currently, I think they're going to win. I think they'll either 2-0 or 3-0.
2-0, 3-0.
2-0.
Okay, Keagan, quickly score prediction as I let you go.
3-1 Orlando Pirates.
Perfect. Thank you, James. Thanks so much for chatting to us on Morning Live. We've been speaking to Keagan Buchanan and Sibusiso Vilakazi about today's match at 3 p.m. at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Richards Bay take on the current Cup Kings Orlando Pirates.